Ms. Jessica Tan.
So, the law protects employees against dismissals without just cause or excuse. This covers situations in which the employee or the person is dismissed because he or she reported workplace discrimination. The Tripartite Guidelines on Fair Employment Practices, TGFEP, also requires employers to treat all employees based on merit at all phases of employment. Hence, if an employee reported discrimination and is subsequently treated differently by their employer, they can approach TAFEP for advice and assistance. As previously announced, the Tripartite Committee on Workplace Fairness is examining the scope of possible legislation. The committee will also examine the issue of workplace protection for whistleblowers, and I hope we will give the committee some time to deliberate on this, and we'll share more information when the deliberations are completed. Thank you, sir.
Ms. Jessica Tan.
I thank the SMS for his reply. Can I just ask two supplementary questions? I understand that there's deliberation in terms of improving the whistleblowing protection, but currently, what can be done if employers do not provide that safe environment for employees to speak up? What actions can be taken against employers who victimize employees, and not just for dismissal, but usually, like you say, different treatment? The second one is what actions can employees, what recourse do employees have in terms of if they do face discrimination for reporting, do they face retaliation for reporting discrimination, because it is somewhat an unequal relationship.
So let me assure and reassure the member that the Employment Act today actually protects employees against dismissals without just cause or excuse. And if the employee does feel discriminated against or because of whistleblowing, then the employee should approach MOM or TAFEP for guidance, and we can render any assistance that is needed to further investigate the allegations of such issues against whistleblowing. And we will take that into consideration when we take any enforcement action against the employer for targeting the employee for whistleblowing as well. But to reassure the member as well, the Tripartite Alliance for Fair Employment Practices, or TAFEP, in their experience in dealing with such cases, is that these incidences are actually very rare and far in between. But having said that, anyone who feels that they have been targeted because of whistleblowing, please let MOM and TAFEP know.
Mr. Patrick Day.
Just one SQ for SMS. I think in this point on retaliation, which member brought up, I think it also borders into the issue of workplace harassment. Currently, we have a sort of advisory on managing workplace harassment. I hope SMS, as part of the whole review team, will also look at this topic on workplace harassment and revising and, of course, updating the advisory in light of what's happening in the various workplaces and the uncertain and uneven outlook.
So I thank the member. I think this is well taken. The committee will take into consideration all these suggestions and points that have been raised, and we will come up with a set of guidelines, hopefully with legislation that will protect the employees better.